Got to figure out a way to play to the strengths of Ja Morant. Like there has to be some level of he is good playing with the ball in his hands and playing in screen and roll action at some point. Now, can they figure out how to get more screen and roll action? Who's going to be that guy? Because I say, if it's going to be Zach Edey, then they got to do it more often so he gets accustomed to the angles of how to set screens in the NBA. With the speed of Ja Morant and how he likes to get to the basket, which way, because he got very comfortable with getting open because he got screen set by Jonas Valanciunas and Steven Adams. Mm-hmm. You're talking two of the best bigs in the game at getting a guard open by setting screens. We come this year, now you have a rookie that's coming into the league who's still trying to figure out the league. Where am I going to get the ball? How do I move? Oh, set the screen flat. Am I going to set it on the left? Do you want me to set it on the right? Now, am I rolling hard? Am I rolling just to the mid post? Am I going for a lob? Am I pop? There's many nuances to setting the screen that we're trying to ask a young guy who hasn't been in the game long enough and is not playing heavy minutes to be able to say you're going to do it. The other person is Jaren Jackson Jr. has never been a screen and roll player. It's not a part of what he does on a regular basis. So now when you go to do it, it's awkward in terms of, okay, how am I doing it? Am I wide? It's not a normal thing. Brandon Clark sets screens with his hands mostly. It's not a physical screen to get you open. It's more run up, and now I'm going. Because for him, quickness is his advantage, not being physical, lumber. Let me give you a bump and get going. So they're going to have to figure out how to try to adapt to what makes Ja Morant good. But the second thing is, Ja Morant's also going to have to do better in terms of what other ways can I be successful to help this team win? Not the teams that we needed him to be the savior every possession when he was earlier. It's not when he was in college where he had to do everything for everybody to make everybody good because Jaren is elevated. Dez is elevated. The bench is elevated. So now he doesn't have to do it all, but you still have to be impactful when you're on the floor. And so it's both ways. They got to figure out how to make it a little easier for him, but he also has to adapt to where we are right now. And I think something for him that will help is when I get into the paint, shoot the little floater. Pull-up jump shot. I've been saying this since after his first year. If he can get that pull-up jump shot or the floater, it makes the game so much easier because now I don't have to do contact every possession. Now I get this shot, bang, this floater. Now I get hit, hesitation, you want to come? Now I get a layup. Right now we're doing so much that just go to the basket, contact, go to the basket, contact, that don't abandon when they give you this, just take that little shot right there.
I think this year feels different for me because I think in years past, I've had the feeling of, at this point of the season, that we are who we are. I don't know if we are who we can be at this point.
We can be so much better. And I think the combination of trying to still allow everyone to have a hand and the ball is moving. It's really good. The ball is moving, it's going that way. But the reality is, when you get to the last 5 minutes, or when we're in the game with our big three and whoever the other two are, the offense is going to run differently because those guys are skilled enough that they can make it happen themselves. But you got to still play together and make it. When the other guys come in the game, they understand that I'm going to use everybody. Using everybody makes me be good. I'm not just using, I'm a cut, easy score, set a screen. We're gonna run, bang, 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 because that's how that group can be successful. The other guys they have the ability to do it themselves, but they got to figure out how to put it all together, and then we'll be able to see them, I think, reach bigger heights.